welcome to episode 1603 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, December 6th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. If you need more Hard Factor. Great show yesterday, guys. Couldn't be on it, but it was excellent.
Thank you. We missed you.
And I missed you guys too. So it's good to be back. Good to be back. Pat's not here with us, but he's with us in spirit. In fact, today we've got an update on the United Healthcare CEO shooter and Hawk Tua, both of those with Mark. And Pat texted us right before the show being like, they caught the shooter.
Yeah, at 7:10 p.m. Eastern time, Pat claims they caught the shooter. Now, absolutely no publication at this time has confirmed that. He claims it's from a TMZ update like he got on his phone, but TMZ's main page doesn't have that. And then I even searched on X, and I'm seeing a lot of caught on camera. I don't know if Pat maybe misread. Maybe Pat misread the update, or anyone know if
he's been caught on camera.
Yeah.
That we know for sure. He's been caught on camera.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's a new update. He was caught strolling on camera.
Caught on camera, like this picture of his entire face.
What an idiot. What a moron.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into it. But that's big. That's what we'll be talking about, the big updates. With
Doesn't it shock you? Don't you guys like halfway think every time something like this happens, like I could have killed that guy much better. Like I wouldn't have shown my face. You know what I mean? Like what are these idiots thinking? Like, you know, how are they this stupid? I mean,
well, he's doing it on purpose, obviously. Like,
you think he wants to get caught on purpose?
Oh, he left like identifying materials at the sign of the.
Why didn't he just stay there if he wanted to get caught on purpose?
I think you're watching a little too much of the Day of the Jackal. It's not so easy.
I certainly wouldn't show my face at a Starbucks a block away.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. That's crazy. Pepper Real Life Adventure says y'all are dicks. Laugh my fucking ass off.
Yeah, my fault.
Well, no, I mean,
but read.
Look.
I mean,
he was caught on camera.
Yeah.
What has he been? You don't know. CEO shooter caught ? That's accurate. That's the live title.
Caught.
For recording.
Dot.
It's
on
just
camera.
I mean, it's somewhat accurate.
Yeah.
Anyways, after we talk about that, and we'll get to the bottom of exactly what's going on with the shooter. I've got a little tech corner for you in the middle of this one, and then Wes has polar bears and happy old men to close it out.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you two married men a little hypothetical question involving polar bears and your wives. And then I've uncovered, in my opinion, one of the hottest TikTok stars out there. Didn't know she existed before today, but
nice.
She made it move when I saw her. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Move the needle.
She moved the needle.
Update from Pepper in the live chat. He said, I just turned off CNN to listen to y'all. That's a great move. So
update from Pat. He says the TMZ notification is walking it back, aka that's what he told us, and he read it wrong. It was probably caught on camera. Yeah.
Right. He's walking it back.
Yeah, he's walking it back.
Yeah.
I don't know how
he's walking back how he read the notification on his phone. Chris Slate says, "Sup boys, number one on my Spotify rap. Can we get a let's fucking go?" Yeah, take a screenshot and add us on social media, and Al will probably retweet you.
Yeah.
Right. Or respond or do something.
They just sent me a new notification that says if you read that as caught, we meant caught on camera.
Yeah. What does he mean? TMZ's walking it back. They didn't say caught and then walk it back. He just completely misread it.
Yeah.
That's a retraction, guys.
Yeah. Oh, they walked it back that quick, huh?
Well, look, I hope they do catch him because I'd like to hear the story. I'd like to hear what the problem was.
They're gonna catch him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, let's get into it, right? Is that the first topic?
Let's do it. A few updates on the United Health. Let's do it. A few updates on the United Healthcare CEO assassination. My first sentence is they still haven't caught the guy, although there's a much clearer pic, which I already showed you. They caught him on camera, just smiling, full face. Pat also pointed out how handsome he was.
Gyllenhaal vibes.
Yeah,
he does. Gyllenhaal for sure.
For sure. He's going to be a hot commodity in prison. He's also like a folk hero, which we'll get into. Apparently, he stayed at a hostel using a fake New Jersey ID. Of course, the news came out that deny, defend, and depose was written on the bullets he used, which is like a play on the novel about health insurance companies being money-grubbing monsters by a professor of law at Rutgers, Jay Feynman, who wrote a novel called Delay, Deny, Defend. So he wrote Deny, Defend, Depose. He added like it's like the sequel to his book, right? So like he took the last two words from that book, added Depose, and now Delay, Deny, Defund is like the #1 selling book on Amazon because everyone and the mom wants to read about how shitty healthcare insurance companies are.
I mean,
and this guy's like a hero now.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I don't know how people haven't realized for this long that Americans are getting pretty fed up with it. I mean, now they obviously understand because there's dudes just taking out CEOs in the street, but the cost of American healthcare is like exponentially higher than anywhere else in the entire world. And we don't get results for it. Like our, age of death is like still just as low, as like it's not, we're not getting healthier. We just pay 5 to 10 times the amount of money for healthcare that anybody else does anywhere in the world.
We're the fattest.
We are. You know what the executives at healthcare insurance companies like to say? It costs an arm and a leg, and then they have a good laugh because
we give you diabetes.
I wonder what the Maori pay for health insurance.
They don't pay health insurance.
Like $2,000 a month, probably.
Right.
I mean, there's all kinds of conspiracies about, the FDA being in on it and all the shitty food ingredients, and it being a whole like fucking, basically just a scam to make people unhealthy so that they have to pay 5 to 10 times the amount for all this fucking healthcare. And so it's just, but those conspiracy theories exist because our system is so fucked up and bad.
Right.
And that's why this, apparently why this guy, or it's a cover for, a hit, but
it could be. It still could be. And look, we said it yesterday. We don't want anyone to die. The guy was a father of 2 kids, a husband. It's not really even so much about this one guy. Sadly, it's more about kind of no one's sad because it's what he represents at that position. And in probably related news, Blue Cross and Blue Shield announced on Thursday that they were immediately reversing course on their controversial recent policy to no longer pay for anesthesia care in surgeries of procedures that go beyond an arbitrary time limit that they decide, regardless of how long the surgical procedure takes. So you'll just be in surgery, not on anesthesia if it's taken too long. In Blue Cross Blue Shield, you'll just wake up to a nightmare and they'll keep chopping away because they don't want to pay for anesthesia.
Who needs it,
Mm-hmm.
You could technically not have it. You could technically be awake.
I like to wake up right in the middle of my surgeries. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
So guess what? They came out on Thursday, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and said, okay, you know what? We will pay for anesthesia for surgery. Sorry, guys.
The CEO put out a fucking statement.
While shaking, they announced this because after that, the CEO and executives got about 50,000 DMs, notes, and emails simply stating deny, defend, depose.
I mean, they made the announcement from behind bulletproof glass.
Yeah. I'll tell you who's probably shaking in their boots is obviously this CEO he's the head man of the company, and he represents all the evil that United Healthcare has done to people.
Well,
but there's someone out there who, when this story comes out, is going to be like, oh no, I handled his case. I'm the one who denied all of his shit. And
there's
some desk jockey is up there.
Well, you can tell by so obviously with facial recognition.
Well, no, but AI may have made the decisions, I think, is part of the issue, right? Because
that's true too. Both of you could be right. So I mean, with the police know who he is based on this image. That's too much face. They're gonna find him. Hopefully for Pat by the time this releases, so he doesn't look like a complete boob. I mean,
we added the question mark. We covered him.
Yeah. Now, he, based on his age and what they know about him, and also the fact that the guy who wrote the book is a professor at Rutgers, I would start looking at kids that recently graduated from Rutgers, maybe, or that bought that book before the 10 million people that bought it today, because he obviously read Delay, Deny.
Oh, he loved it. Yeah. He loved that book.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the grin on his face when he was going to do a hit. It's crazy.
He wrote the fucking letters on his bullets, so he really liked that.
He's got hitting on the Starbucks girl right before he kills someone.
Well, why not? Why not shoot your shot before you shoot your shot.
Yeah, he was feeling confident that day. That's for sure.
He sure was.
When you have one day to live, you're going to make a move on someone.
I was reading, or somebody in the Discord was saying that the gun didn't jam. It was just like the style it was that made it look like that.
Everyone keeps saying, regardless of if it did or didn't jam, that he was like an expert at navigating it, and even the police, everyone's like, he was smooth, he was good, he knew what he
left
was
the
doing.
shell casings with the words on it. That's
got away on an e-bike. Everyone's pretty impressed with him. Some are mad, obviously, but everyone's pretty impressed with his execution.
No, here's a taking it to the internet. I got a comment for this one, Mark. This was related to when Blue Cross Blue Shield reversed their decision. This was a comment in response from a non-American. It looks like Rhymes with Christopher on IG says, America seems to be using their gun problem to solve their healthcare problem. And that seemed to be a common sort of observation from non-Americans on this issue.
Yeah, well, Will, like you were kind of hinting at, and you sent like a graph about pay discrepancy and CEO pay. The poors are about this fucking close to losing it on the ultra rich, and I think the ultra rich are starting to become aware of that. And now
this should make it pretty clear, right? Yeah. For all of the rich people walking around thinking that everybody in America was super happy with their life, I think that this should make it relatively clear. This one thing right here, that maybe that's not the case. But if the election didn't already make that clear to you, maybe this.
Well, now that the healthcare companies are starting to realize that this Christmas season, it's anesthesia for all, and for all a good night.
Yeah, they laughed at Occupy Wall Street, but this has their attention.
Well, who didn't laugh at Occupy Wall Street?
I know, I did.
Yeah, those guys.
This is already 10 times more effective.
Those guys didn't know. Didn't have the gun skills, the silencer.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of the ultra rich, your girl Wes Hawk Tua is in the hot water, and she's not going to be able to suck her way out of this one.
What did she do?
You know what she did. Like her boss's older brother, but even more egregiously, Hawk Tua, whatever her name is, pulled a Logan Paul, Haley or whatever her name is. She started a crypto coin this week called Hawk, and then she rug pulled that thing.
Pull that thing, baby. Yeah, give me the coins.
Let's take a listen to this guy describing what she did.
All right, everyone. So in this video, we are going to be talking about the biggest news in crypto right now in the meme coin space, and that is going to be the meme coin token called Hawk. And this is by Haley Welch. So she did launch a meme coin based off of her Hawk tool, as you guys can see from her tweet here. However, if we take a look at the actual token, the Hawk token didn't disappoint, Bubble Map says, and 96% of the supply was in one cluster. So basically, they owned 96% of all of the tokens. And just in, Haley Welch pumped the coin to $500 million, and it retraced it to 90 million within 10 minutes. So a huge drop. And it did actually go lower to a $50 million market cap. And if we take a look at this wallet here, so this was a Hawk token insider, or a lot of people are speculating a sniper, but a lot of people do think that they are on the team. They sold a bunch of the tokens for $3.7 million profit. However, they are still continuing to sell. So overall, the coin is going down consistently.
Yeah. If you invested in the Hawk Tua coin, you're a fucking idiot. And
so it makes it okay for her to do that.
Let me rob y'all.
That makes it okay that people are stupid.
First of all, I don't think that she had.
A lot of people are stupid that get scammed. Elderly get scammed. Like, you think it's okay that she's scamming people just because people are stupid? You're giving her a pass?
No, I'm not giving her a pass. I'm just explaining. I don't think that she knew exactly anything about what was going to happen.
Of course, she didn't know about it, but she's also profiting off of it. She's not apologizing for it. She's not returning the money.
She had to be making money.
Probably donate it all to animals.
She's not donating any of that fucking money.
She had to make at least half.
She made a ton of money, and
listen.
I'm sure she didn't know about it. She doesn't know how to set up a coin.
We know from our experience in crypto is that if the developer it doesn't have like a locked wallet or all this bullshit, that this is going to be a rug pull. This was probably obviously a fucking rug pull. People that got into this coin probably didn't know too much about the coin. That sucks. Or how these rug pulls work. That sucks. Haley certainly didn't know about how it works.
She represented it as a thing that wasn't going to be rug pulled, Wes. That's the thing. It's named after her. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
Bummer.
It's a bummer. Yeah, it's a bummer. So her team made 96% of the profits. And I agree. I don't think she knew how to build and set up and produce a shit coin, but I'm sure she knows how much money they made and now knows about it. And like,
Well, we haven't heard from her yet.
People want her in jail, Wes.
Let's wait till we hear from her.
Prosecute that thing.
Let's wait till we hear from her. I'm sure that they said, "Hey, look, this is going to be fun. It'll be great."
Jacking off to her last night.
Yeah,
are calling for her to be jailed today.
Yes, absolutely. Well, how the table turns the table.
Jet says, "I'm keeping my Hawk to a coin for the long run."
Yeah, Colin has a lot of them, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure she didn't know. She's probably like, I don't even know what crypto is. I thought it was dead money.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna say. I'm waiting to hear what she says about it, and then I'll let you know how I really feel.
Regardless of what she says, she had to make some money off of it.
Of course,
no
way. I'm sure they at least paid her for her endorsement and like.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way that.
Well, I mean, people. She could go to jail for it technically, because people are. Yeah,
yes, you can. It's illegal.
So.
She might get she might get the Tom Brady treatment. She doesn't have Tom Brady.
That'll make her a real bad girl.
She's gonna bat her eyes and say she didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing. And then they're gonna be like, "Yo, you didn't know nothing. Get out of here, you cute moron." But she's gonna profit off it.
Weren't we involved in a rug pull basically one time?
Yes, sort of. Yeah. But one went to the moon for like a year.
I think that
the one we got in, we were like
but we didn't make any money off of it either. We were like
we were used as stooges in one rug.
I made some money. How did you guys not make any money?
Because I got pulled on. I got the rug pulled on me.
You didn't hit the button quick enough.
I think we promoted about 3 or 4 coins a couple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and one of them was like profitable for like a year and a half and went like
one of them was legitimate.
We could have all withdrawn $50,000, but we thought we were going to withdraw millions, and then eventually it kind of like went back to earth, but it was higher than we originally bought. And then like 1 or 2 of them ended up being rug pulls that one guy that we were associated with got death threats for, but we were like marketing on like a 4th level.
I'm talking about the one that guy who got
we had no idea who was behind it
brought us into one. He was like, "Let me show you how this works."
The poop pickup.
No. There was one that he brought us in. He's like, I got this inside track. Let me just show you how easy this is. And we all got in on the coin, and we're all sitting on our computers, and then I know I fucking sold quickly because that's basically what he told us to do. And then the coin just dropped, and we weren't part of the team, but we were amongst the insiders that had the first,
I didn't make any money off that one. I remember there's also ones where the guy,
I think I remember that one.
We had a guy who's like an insider who knew how to do all that stuff. And he was like, whales are going to come into this coin. And when the first whale comes in, that's when you sell.
Oh, that guy.
And like things like that. Yeah. But
it's such a fucking, the whole thing's
shady.
A scam.
It's
the whole
so
thing,
shady.
Yeah.
So
it reminds me, the crypto world reminds me of like post-apocalyptic game. It's like you're playing a video game in real life with people who are acting like it's the apocalypse.
It's like a professional poker player at a table full of retards.
Right. Yep. And they're showing him his cards.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, just put them back on the table.
That's what these shit coins are like.
I'll tell you when to put your money in.
And the professional is just the person who wrote the contract.
Exactly.
Because they can just take it all at any moment.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a dirty world out there. People are making money like Hawk Tua.
Yeah.
Well, I want to find out how much she's going to donate to the animals.
None.
And
she's not donating a fucking penny.
She'll make a video.
Yeah.
Oh, she sure will.
Defend her all you want, Wes. She's a horrible person.
She sure will. Well, you know what's not horrible, guys?
You're wearing her hat.
I put it on just for you.
Yeah. Wes supports. He stands by his girl. You know what's not horrible?
Dating her.
Well, no, you think you're dating her.
I wish I was.
Walk right into that one. All right. What's not horrible? And I'm not saying Hawk 2 is horrible. I'm just saying what's not horrible is my closet go-to lately, the Chubbies Everywhere pants, which I'm wearing right now. As the name states, they're everywhere. Everywhere. You can wear them everywhere. Lightweight, durable, and ready for whatever the day throws at you. The pants, the shorts. I mean, I know it's cold right now, but the shorts, the Everywhere shorts are just as good. Not only the pants and shorts, they get the job done below the drawstring belt that they come with, but the flannel overshirts. None of us have them on right now because they're probably in the laundry because we wear them all the fucking time. Sorry. Excuse my French, but they're that good. You got to put the flannel overshirt on as soon as it comes out of the dryer and just wear it as long as you can until it starts to stink too bad. And then that's how good of a shirt it is. It's going to be your favorite shirt as soon as you get it. Simply the best. Are you spending your holidays with your new partner's family? Want to make a good impression? Are you? Well, you can make a great first impression with Chubbies. Chubbies is perfect for nailing that holiday look while keeping things relaxed and fun. From family dinners to holiday parties, Chubbies has you covered so you can focus on being yourself and letting the good vibes roll. And I mean, the prints, they're very, very carefree, have a great vibe to them. The pants, very relaxed. You can wear them wherever. It's just incredibly comfortable clothes that it's appropriate for any occasion. I've been wearing the flannel overshirt like all fall, winter. It's like my favorite. Words can't describe. It's all I asked for Christmas. Check out their website for the best deals of the year. Folks, for a limited time, our friends at Chubbies are giving our listeners 20% off with the promo code HARDFACTOR20 at checkout at chubbiesshorts.com. 2 S's in a row there. That's 20% off your order with the promo code HARDFACTOR20. Support our show and tell them we sent you this holiday season. Gift yourself and your loved ones Chubbies at chubbiesshorts.com. 2 S's in a row there. Seriously, the best stuff. The best
Absolutely.
Stuff. Okay. A little bit of tech news for you boys. Okay. Mark just covered the Hawk Tua. That was one of the biggest things in tech going on right now. But a lot of other things are going on in Silicon Valley. They got a tsunami warning over there in the Bay Area with a 7.0 magnitude earthquake hit off the coast of Eureka, California on Thursday. So it's kind of fucking crazy. I don't think anything happened. Hopefully nothing happened.
They called it off.
They pulled it, but that's just terrifying to even have that.
People were fucking fleeing.
Oof.
Yeah. Scary, right? A tsunami sounds like it's going to definitely kill you. Yeah, no, it's not good. That's happening around the Bay Area. Senator-elect from California, Adam Schiff, along with Tony Fauci and Liz Cheney, may get preemptive pardons from the outgoing Biden administration, which would personally please me quite a bit. The FBI has warned, just because it would be funny. Now, I'm not rooting for those people. It just would be hilarious if they had to pardon Fauci preemptively.
At this point, just bring on the hilarity.
Yeah, it would just be a comedy. The FBI has warned that unless you are making calls and texts on encrypted apps, China has access to all of them because they've hacked our telecom network to oblivion with Operation Salt Typhoon. So it's just a new PSA they put out there. The government saying officially, we're hacked. That China hacked our tits off, everybody. So
you know what that means, fellas? Send more dick pics to make all those Chinese hackers.
Unencrypted dick pics.
Yeah.
Go straight to China.
Just send all sorts of dick pics.
Got a few I've been meaning to get out.
There you go, Les. Pop them in the cloud, because right now the Chinese hackers are reviewing every single dick pic. And and Oracle had their best year since the .com bubble. So that's got to be a good sign. Yeah, that's not ominous.
There's
good.
Oracle.
Good for Larry Ellison. Good.
Yeah. Good for that ancient dude. Okay, but the funniest news
they came out with that Michigan recruit news. He was like him and Portnoy and his wife. I guess his wife is like 10 years younger than us.
She's not made of plastic.
And she's his sixth wife. She's like a 30-year-old Asian that went to Michigan, demanded Larry Ellison pay the best player $1 trillion. He's 50 years older. Best year
since the .com bubble. Cool. That's what's going on in the Larry Ellison world. Yeah. But the funniest news in the tech world today, besides the Hawk Tua rug pull, has to be this headline right here, guys. From Gizmodo, Lucas Ropek reports, OpenAI continues its mission of quote-unquote ethical AI, their mission, by partnering with a killer robot company.
Huh?
Yeah.
They can't be I mean, that's got to be not their real name, right? They can't be called Killer Robot Company, right?
No, they're a killer robot company, Mark. Please,
Okay.
That would be too aggressive. And you're probably thinking that Lucas is exaggerating, right? They're not really putting our strongest AIs inside the bodies of killer robots at a corporate level already, and then saying it's in the name of world peace. Come on, Lucas. Nobody's doing that.
I would think this is definitely happening.
A little too
Nobody's
late. Just
doing that,
just
though,
a
right?
little too late for the CEO of United. This is he. Yeah, they won't need to walk around with security soon. They'll have these AI robots. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you guys are on it. Lucas is totally correct. That's exactly what Sam Altman of OpenAI is doing. The man who looks like he was born to make this announcement about putting AI inside the heads of. Just look at how smug he is. Like, he was born to tell you he was putting his robot brain inside of killer robots. That was what his whole life has led up to this moment. And
it kind of looks like Kill Tony smug.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like unironic Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Looks like a lesbian.
He does.
Yeah. Well, so does Tony a little bit.
Yeah.
So
there's a smug lesbian look amongst both those guys.
It's a common thing amongst comedians these days. They got that lesbo look to them. And so like Matt Rife a little bit too. The man who looks like he was made to make this announcement, Sam Altman, said, quote, on Wednesday, OpenAI builds AI to benefit as many people as possible and supports U.S.-led efforts to ensure the technology upholds democratic values. So our partnership with Anduril will help ensure OpenAI technology protects U.S. military personnel and will help the national security community understand and responsibly use this technology to keep our citizens safe and free. So he just announced OpenAI now has contracts with killer robot companies, mostly drone companies, to make smart killer robot drones. Yeah.
Mandelbaum.
I mean,
so Anduril,
you want the best in the killer robots, right? I mean,
yeah, for the democracy ones, right? So I guess they're going to fight communist ones. Anduril makes one drone in particular, the Bolt M, showing it to you right here.
Ooh, yeah.
Where the M, as you may have guessed, stands for murder, since it's a kamikaze drone.
They don't have the MM yet, the mass murder.
No, not yet. They're working on it. That's where it links up with all of its partners.
Yeah.
But no, right now it's just one Bolt M murder at a time, kamikaze style. And so now you have OpenAI, making it AI more ethical by putting an AI brain inside of the murder bots. So it makes it more ethical, you see.
Right. So they'll be able to distinguish between a school bus of children and a school bus of terrorists, is what they're saying.
Oh, it can do that for sure.
Right.
I think they're also basically saying the NRA is off the hook forever because this is way scarier than guns. And anyways, it's all probably related to China and their dominance over the killer drone market with the Chinese company DJI. If you haven't heard of them, they sell 4 out of the 5 drones currently sold in the USA. And here's a recent Chinese attack drone display at one of their many, many military parades they have. And you hear, I turned the volume way down because it's horrible. It's just the sound of drones, like 10,000, 20, 30,000 drones in the sky at the same time. And they just make a net.
They can fly in
Net
patterns.
of drones, yeah. And they can, obviously they all have bombs. And so,
it's a lot of drones.
They could just bomb you with 1 trillion drones all at once.
Can't get away from all of them.
No, you really couldn't. And then all of them now have the AI brain that can track you down with your personal, what you look like, all that stuff.
I like the name DJI better, though. It's less ominous. It sounds like it could be like an actual DJ. Like
True.
And drill, a little bit more ominous. And
they'll all murder you, though. That's a fact. So regardless of who makes those murder drones, they have the capability to do it. And so now AI killer wobots have entered the chat. And since it's AI, you can't really kick them out.
Well, they are outpacing the World War III cards because that was definitely a card in World War III, the game.
Oh yeah, no, I mean we can expand on it. So
yeah, killer robot drones controlled by ChatGPT was definitely a card in the game.
No, he played it. He played the card in real life already. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
some of these cards will be very realistic.
If they develop batteries where these things can fly hundreds of miles, everyone's fucked because you can't compete with a million drones coming into your.
You have to assume that it basically already exists. I mean,
well, Wes, why do you think they forced that hurricane into Tennessee in the town that makes all the lithium batteries? Why do you think they controlled the hurricanes and took over that land?
I have no idea.
To get the batteries.
Batteries. I mean,
get the batteries.
Yeah.
Use your head.
I don't know. My DJI drone lasts about 20 minutes.
They don't have all the batteries yet.
Yeah. Well, how old is it? DJI keeps pumping out new.
Yeah, I mean the new ones you can go about 45. So they're getting there. They're getting there.
You just might want to watch out because one day that drone might try to murder you. You never know.
I mean, I could murder someone with my drone right now if I wanted to.
Third threat of death within the show. You've admitted to federal crimes, as pointed out by Pepper earlier. You've talked about how you would assassinate twice.
No, I didn't say how to assassinate. I just said
you're on one.
I think a lot of these people are idiots.
I was going to bring up how you mentioned one of the last times I saw you mentioned a similar thing about how if you were to do it in an assassination, it seems to be a theme recently.
What was that one?
You're like when you said you were just going to call your dad as a prank.
Oh yeah.
It's a couple times now. You've made assassination jokes around me.
Next time Trump comes to town, I was going to call my dad, or next time Trump got an assassination attempt, I was going to call my dad and pretend like it was me.
Starting to worry about you, Wes.
That'd be a great joke, though. To be
I'm
fair.
too much of a pussy for any of that stuff.
He'd have a what a reaction.
Oh yeah, I know. It'd be amazing.
Would he try to debate you about politics, or would he? What would the reaction?
I'd have to be really good.
We were thinking he would turn him in.
Yeah, he would turn me in immediately, probably. Where are you? He would certainly
know who it was.
Certainly would help me. Yeah. Yeah, he's fed up with me. All right. Let's go to Canada. Unless you got any more on the killer drones, Will.
No, that's it. That was just
okay.
that was just Sam Altman. He said it, bringing it to you guys, and there it is.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's going to be a different world soon. It already is, but this is not looking good. Canada, far north Canada, is where we're going. We're a Canadian madman, a First Nation man who lives in up where First Nation, Indigenous, Inuits, and those other people live, where wolves and polar bears live, was with his wife one morning, and they were like, honey, have you seen the dogs? And she was like, I haven't seen the dogs in a while. So he's like,
it's a bad sign.
He's like, well, let's go find those dogs. So they went out to look for their fucking dogs, and in the driveway was a polar bear. Largest bears on earth, even though some Kodiaks can be similar in size, but generally these fucking things are enormous, dangerous, huge, biggest bears on earth. Yeah. So this poor guy's wife slips when she sees the polar bear, and it lunges at her and starts to attack her. Okay. And maybe hammered, this First Nation dude, not saying anything, but maybe hammered, jumps on the fucking polar bear to save his wife's life. Okay, just without a question. I
hope he was drunk. It would have made it
save
easier.
you, honey. He's like, get off of my wife, bear. You damn bear.
My wife would have been dead.
How big of a polar bear are we talking here?
I mean, big enough to kill you. Most of them are.
They all are, but
yeah.
Massive,
I don't know if it was like a 1,000-pound male or if it was like a 500-pound female, but either way, you don't want one of those things on you. Yeah,
huge. Yeah,
small size.
Yeah. So he's like, "Stop eating my wife," and the polar bear is like, "Okay, pal, your turn," and he starts attacking the guy. It's gonna kill him because the polar bear's pissed at this dude for stopping him from mauling his wife. Luckily, one of the neighbors comes out and is like, "Hey, polar bear, get off my friend," and shoots the bear several times, scaring it into the
So
woods.
calmly.
Yeah.
I said, you
Yeah.
got to get off the guy.
Hey, get off of Steve. He's a good man.
The whole town's nuts.
So he shoots the polar bear like multiple times. He scares it off in the woods. The polar bear eventually just goes in the woods and dies because this guy unloaded on it. Now, the man suffered injuries to his legs and arms, but is expected to be okay thanks to his neighbor with the fucking gun. And I want you guys to be honest here. Mark already kind of said what his answer would be, but as the two married men on the podcast, think about it logically. Will, you have kids, so that is kind of a different part of the equation for you. You know, I just think you have to take that in consideration. You're unarmed. You walk outside. Your wife starts to get mauled by a polar bear. Are you
unarmed?
jumping?
I'm trying to make noise to distract it to get off her. I'm trying to get it away from her.
Right.
But am I jumping on its back if it's an adult polar bear? I don't know. I don't know if
I think I'm grabbing a weapon. I'm grabbing I'm grabbing anything I can to throw at it.
Right. I'm trying to do everything to distract it, to get it away, to help and to get it away. And to my immediate thing is to have it stop hurting her.
Right.
But not by jumping on its back.
I don't know if I could. I would definitely have the inclination to try to attack the bear. But I don't know how I would attack it.
Yeah, like pots and pans, like.
But also, to your point, Wes, if the kids were there, I would just be like, "Holy shit, I gotta protect the kids."
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you both died, then the kids are in deep trouble. Like, you have to think about, okay, if I try to save my wife and the polar bear kills us both, then the kids have no parents.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if everybody's there, then I'm protecting the kids. I mean,
I'm saying it's just you and your wife. Kids are inside.
She wouldn't want you to die with her in that situation if the kids are there. What about you, Wes?
I would still attack the bear. I just don't know about jumping on its back.
Right,
I don't know about
I mean, like
I'm throwing things at it from afar.
Right, trying to distract it, trying to get it away from your wife.
Getting in my car and maybe inching the car close to the mauling.
The best thing to find in this situation would be a 2x4. If you had a long 2x4, that could really do some.
I'm gonna go to the store and get some meat. Just hold it off for 28 minutes because I'm gonna go get some meat.
This guy's nuts.
Throw meat away from you.
Yeah. Also, an expert on this article I read says that playing dead with polar bears is a myth and that you should try to. I know that they say that about grizzlies to play dead, but this one expert was like, "No, don't do that. Fight for your life." Because
I think once it's got you in its paws, you gotta try to get it.
Once it sees you're alive in the beginning, it's not gonna stop because you're playing dead.
Yeah. So.
Maybe if you played dead from afar before it even showed up, it might not fuck with you. But once it attacks you because you're alive, it's not going to just stop because you laid down.
Well, as a rule, they're hungry,
Right.
So you gotta stop it before it bites your insides out.
Yeah.
And then that's the rub. I
go
think
for the eyes, go for the nuts.
Yeah.
Finger in the ass, like with the pit bull, stuff like that.
Lucky for these ones that the neighbor was there. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you think everyone. I mean, I'm sure that guy had a gun inside, but he didn't think that the polar bear would be in his driveway. So, I mean, I think everyone in that town of 400 where they live has a gun. So, anyway,
you can see
my wife's just getting home from work right now, so glad she didn't hear any of that through the door.
Well, I mean, she can't expect you to die too. A little selfish. All right, let's move on. Move on to the last story. The internet is ablaze with anger and jealousy over this beautiful couple. Okay, that is 22-year-old
Ellison. That's the Oracle CEO and his new sixth wife.
Yeah.
That's
a unnamed 85-year-old, apparently very rich man, and 22-year-old Bronwyn Aurora. And she
brightens up the skies.
She's a cute Braun 11. If you want to follow her on Instagram, she's got 1.2 million followers. Because she's extremely hot. And as you can see, they're very much in love, right? He's 85, she's 22. Look at the smile on his face, right? He looks happy, doesn't he?
So in love.
Yeah.
Like, don't hug me too hard.
Yeah. And, like all old men who are dating models 60 years younger than him. He spoils Aurora.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Here's a clip from a TikTok she posted. He takes me to Cartier. I take him to Pound Town.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
I wouldn't call it Pound Town.
Yeah, it's not pound. I mean, she's probably like sitting on it
right
in reverse, trying not to break his hips. Like
Right.
that's
Here they are at the dinner. He's sitting in a wheelchair. She's sitting there with her tits out, ponytails. He's looking at her like, God, thank God you're in my life.
Yeah.
Like,
glad I saved up all that money.
I gave up on life 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I could buy a 22-year-old in my retirement, which was great.
Yeah.
And,
Here's a video.
That decision.
Here's a TikTok. How should
It's good with money.
How should I repay him for spending $20K on Cartier for me? And look, he's in the back dancing. He's checking out her ass. She's dancing in front of him. I mean, this guy is he's having the time of his life. Here is a video of her that just had me speechless, quite frankly, in her bikini. She's very hot. She's very hot. Now, nothing, I respect for her. She's obviously, a gold digger, and she makes no bones about it. She's like, hey, look, I'm fucking this 85-year-old, or I'm keeping him company, and that's just our relationship. It's like Anna Nicole and that old
Cartier.
She's 22, so like I assume I'm just gonna assume that she wasn't like married, probably doesn't have kids. So how could you really be mad at either of them? Like it's a little bit different, and like when you start like breaking up families and like she made no bones about it, like right out of college or even before. I want to be a gold digger. This guy's rich. He's like, I want a sugar mama.
Right.
How could you be mad at either of these two?
Well, here's why people are mad is because she posted this video where she's dancing and jiggling her tits.
Oh,
guys, I got on the will, and he's in a hospital bed, seemingly dying behind her.
He is dying. But that was the whole agreement. She's gonna get on the will.
Yeah.
But that was the whole point of her whole thing. So I mean, she's celebrating the final step of her project, which would get on the will.
This is the goal. Yes.
Now that's a funny, because that could be planted too. He's probably is sick, but I think they played that up a little bit. She's like, I'm gonna do a will one. Look as sickly as you can. He's like, no problem.
Here's a caption: guys, I got on the will. Should I pull the plug? Laughy face.
You think he didn't realize that was her plan the whole time?
Of course he did. Yeah, but people are very
relationship.
Who was Anna Nicole Smith in that oil tycoon from Texas?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just like her.
This is what old men do with chicks who are willing to do this with old men. This is it's a tale as old as time, as Mark points out. This is not the first or last time this will happen.
It's when family becomes broken up over these things that there's like it's not victimless, but this seems fairly victimless. Did he have an 80-year-old wife or something? Probably not.
Yeah, did she have a husband or a kid?
No, he's single.
They're watching make these videos.
What's the big deal?
Nothing. But people are very upset that this woman is gonna be rich when this old guy dies, and that he's spoiling her, and she takes
him to Pound Town to make the money. It's literally this is how this works. Has
nobody
ever seen this happen with an old man? This is
people are
anyone that complains, you go suck an 85-year-old's dick 100 times, then see it.
It's a job.
Then you can complain.
That's $20,000 in Cartier right there. 20 dick sucking this guy. Here's a funny video she posted.
Twice a day and watered. Sunlight on the weekends. Okay, he's fine. Don't worry about Stanley.
She's just mocking. She's mocking everyone who hates her. I think she's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And she's very hot. But anyway, that was I just discovered her today. And
Ryan says it's clear she has no morals, which is
I think that's clear too. No,
What morals are you talking about? This is what do you mean no morals?
She's going to be able to when she's 20.
She's keeping this guy company. She's making the best years of his life now.
25, when she's like 25 or 26 and he's dead and she's worth millions of dollars, she still has her entire life to decide if she wants to fall in love and go do normal things or whatever. But like,
ask Stanley if he's happy, and I guarantee you he'll nod his head yes emphatically.
Ryan's right. She has no morals, but that's part of her
Sure.
thing. I mean, that's what she's going for here.
She's not claiming to, I don't think. And the thing, like if she were to break it off with Stanley over morals, he would be like, no, like he would be the one more broken
Yeah,
up
I mean,
about it.
He'd die tomorrow.
Stanley,
Yeah.
Same deal with Stanley. His whole goal,
Yeah, he doesn't have any morals either.
of building up his massive like bank account was to literally buy a 22-year-old woman when he was retired, and that's what he did. And that's so Stanley. I mean, like it's just
Live comments says plot twist. That's her dad, granddad,
Oh,
granddad. No, that wouldn't be her dad.
And
That'd be
to you saying that she has no morals, here's the final video where it proves that she does have morals and that she does love Stanley.
A lot of people are saying that I know exactly how to repay him for the $20,000 of Cartier he bought me. And I was thinking about doing just that, but I feel like I should ask his doctor if it's okay first, because I don't want him to like have a heart attack during it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, see, she's worried about him. She loves him.
Oh wow! No, that just proves she has no morals. She should be busting him down without doctor's orders.
I'm not claiming she has morals. I just don't see an issue with it if it's a victimless crime.
Yeah, just haters on the internet had a big problem with this hot 22-year-old. They're just jealous. They're just jealous this 85-year-old might eat her out every now and again. You know,
It's just because she's making so many dollars.
Yeah.
And it didn't, like, Anna Nicole Smith didn't have social media to post dumbass shit on.
you know how much aftercare costs when you're 85 at like a nice retirement home? A lot of money. And this is like the ultimate aftercare. Like
right.
Yeah.
He decided to go, I'm going to procure
She's
my
like a nurse.
own.
Yeah.
Right. Which is actually just buying a woman.
He gets to stay at
buying
home.
a young influencer.
Yeah, she takes him out to dinner. She blows him. She takes him to Cartier. That's the deal.
No, I mean, that's what he wanted. This is what they both. It is no morals in the situation, but it is what they both wanted.
I don't know where morals come
So,
into
it's
it.
America. It's a free market.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the show. Check out Aurora at Cute Brawn 11. I know I will. On TikTok.
Play that video one more time.
The bikini one.
Yeah, the bikini one.
Yeah, I know which one.
Yeah, I knew. She's at a place called Pink's.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Nice.
She's
Okay.
hot.
Good for Stan.
She's real hot. Yeah. Anyway,
Stanley agrees.
Stanley's happy. That's the show for the week. We'll see you again on Monday. Tell a friend. Patreon.com/Hard Factor for more content. Support the boys. Support the show. Download, subscribe, auto download, all the good stuff. Most importantly, we love you. Have a great fucking weekend.